Chosen one. This message is not for everyone. Only those who are walking the sacred path laid out by the Most High. If your heart is not aligned with God's will, you will feel the discomfort in your spirit, and this message will not settle with you. But for you, the one who has been chosen and set apart before you, even knew the full weight of your calling, this is the divine message meant to pierce your soul. As you read this, understand that it is not by accident that you are here at this moment. Heaven has ensured that this message reaches you because what you are about to hear will change the course of your journey. It will shift the way you relate to those around you, especially those who share your bloodline. This revelation, though difficult, is a necessary part of your spiritual growth. It is protection that is being offered, not punishment. Stay with me, chosen one. Don't turn away. What is coming next is not meant to hurt you, but to open your eyes to something far deeper than what meets the eye. Heaven is calling you to see beyond the surface, to hear the warning in the whispers of your spirit, and to act on what God is revealing to you in this very moment. This is not just a word of caution, it is a divine commandment to guard your heart and your purpose. The warning comes now because your destiny is at stake. As you read this, feel the weight of God's presence with you. This is more than just a message. This is a direct communication to your spirit. There are things unfolding around you that you cannot yet see clearly, but they have been revealed to God, and now to you. The spiritual forces at play, those seen and unseen, are shifting, and you must be vigilant, chosen one, because the time has come for you to walk in greater wisdom and discernment than ever before. Before we dive deeper into this message, I ask you to show your spiritual presence. Let heaven recognize your agreement and readiness to receive what is about to be shared. Comment A99 if you feel the urgency in your spirit and if you acknowledge that you are in alignment with this divine revelation. By doing so, you affirm that you are ready to move forward, knowing that you are not alone in this journey. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to Spirit Guide, tap the bell icon, and share this message with others. It's time that every chosen soul receive what God is releasing today. So before you get comfortable, take a moment to like the video and subscribe, but only if you genuinely enjoy what I do here. This is not just a casual request. It's an invitation to open your heart to divine truth. You are here for a reason, chosen one, and heaven is about to reveal the divine protection you need to guard your peace, your path, and your purpose. Chosen one, the warning you are receiving today is not merely a suggestion, it is a divine instruction. When God speaks, it is always with purpose. Every word has weight and every command is for your protection. Right now, heaven is revealing to you something vital for the next season of your life. And that truth is this: you have been too involved in helping certain family members. You have extended your hands, your love, your support, and yet something in your spirit is growing restless. God sees what you cannot. He is giving you a spiritual alert to stop helping them. The problem is not you. Your heart is pure, your intentions are noble. But the reality is not everyone who shares your bloodline shares your calling. Some of them, though they may smile in your face, are secretly working against the divine purpose that rests on your life. Their actions, whether intentional or not, have become an obstacle in your path to greatness. And because of this, God has given you a warning to withdraw. This divine message is not to make you feel guilty for your past actions, but to open your eyes to a hidden spiritual reality. You have been too quick to offer assistance, too eager to help, believing that your kindness would plant seeds of peace, love, and unity. But instead, it has opened doors for spiritual warfare, and your path has been hindered by their inability to recognize your divine calling. Heaven has watched as you gave and gave, hoping that your sacrifices would bring healing. You believed that your patience would restore old wounds, that your generosity would bring reconciliation. Yet every time you gave, you felt a weight settling on your spirit. You began to notice that each act of kindness, each offering of your time and energy seemed to drain more from you than it replenished. And the strangest thing happened. Your progress slowed down, your peace was disrupted, your clarity was clouded. The more you helped, the more you felt a strange sadness creeping into your spirit. Your emotions told you that you were doing the right thing, but deep inside you knew something was off. This is the moment, chosen one, when heaven is calling you to look beyond the surface and see the truth that has been hidden from your eyes. Your help has been received with open hands, but the hearts of those you've helped have not been aligned with your purpose. In their hearts, they have not accepted your kindness with gratitude, but with a spirit that is resistant to your elevation. God is telling you to stop helping because He sees what you cannot. He has heard the conversations behind your back. He has witnessed the subtle envy, the jealousy, and the resistance to your growth. Your family may claim to support you, but secretly, they are threatened by your rise. Every time you extend your hand, they pull from you with no intention of ever lifting you up. And every time they do this, it takes away from your energy, your purpose, and your calling. You see, chosen one, when you help someone who secretly resents you, it doesn't just affect your emotional state, it affects your spirit. Every time you feed into someone's selfish needs, you are opening the door to spiritual depletion. You may feel like you are being compassionate, but in reality, your kindness is feeding a cycle of spiritual sabotage. You are pouring into a vessel that cannot hold what you are offering. You are sowing into soil that will not produce the fruits of your labor. The truth is, these family members may not even realize the damage they are doing. Their motives are hidden beneath layers of insecurity, pain, and unresolved issues, but God knows the truth of their hearts. He sees the envy that dwells within them, the subtle resentment that grows as they watch you progress. They may never speak it out loud, but their actions tell the story. And now, God is speaking directly to you, urging you to step back before the damage becomes too great. Heaven is calling you to a higher level of discernment, chosen one. You can no longer afford to ignore the signs. You must recognize the spiritual dynamic at play. The enemy often uses familiar faces, those closest to you, to interfere with your divine purpose. It is not the strangers, the outsiders, who are causing the disruption. It is those who share your bloodline, those who you've trusted the most, who are unknowingly creating obstacles in your path. Some family members will not understand your separation. They will accuse you of being selfish, ungrateful, or cold. But chosen one, this is not about them. It's about your spiritual well-being. God is telling you to protect your peace, to guard your energy, and to prioritize your destiny over your desire to please those who are not meant to walk with you into this new season. You have a divine purpose that cannot be delayed by people who do not understand it. You have a mission that is far greater than anything this world can offer, and heaven will not allow your destiny to be sabotaged by those who cannot see the light within you. This is a season of spiritual elevation, and to reach the heights that God has destined for you, you must separate yourself from the toxic energy that is draining you. It is not that you must cut off your family entirely. God is not calling you to abandon them, but He is calling you to set boundaries. He is calling you to stop feeding into the spiritual drain that is affecting your peace, your progress, and your purpose. You must stop helping those who do not recognize the divine light within you. This is a time for spiritual clarity, chosen one, and God is revealing these truths to you because He wants you to step into your full potential. Understand this, chosen one. There is a difference between helping someone out of love and helping someone out of obligation. You have been helping because you felt it was your duty, your responsibility. But now God is saying that your responsibility is to Him. Your duty is to fulfill the calling He placed on your life, not to sacrifice your spirit for those who do not honor your divine assignment. The time has come for you to stop helping. The time has come for you to protect your peace and to focus on your purpose. This is not a selfish decision. This is a necessary step in your spiritual journey. God is drawing a line, and He is telling you to step away from the things that have been hindering your growth. The blessings and opportunities that are coming into your life require clarity, focus, and spiritual separation. Chosen one, you may not understand the full scope of this warning right now, but trust that heaven knows what you cannot see. God is calling you to elevate, to rise above the limitations that have been placed on you by others. And He will not allow anyone to stand in your way, not even those who share your blood. This divine warning is for your protection, your destiny, and your future. Chosen one, there is a deep truth that God is revealing to you today. Familiarity breeds contempt. It is a painful reality, but one that you must come to terms with in order to walk fully into the calling God has placed on your life. The people in your family, the ones who are supposed to love, support, and uplift you, are the very ones who have become spiritually blinded to the divine purpose that rests upon you. You see, chosen one, there is something powerful about being chosen by God. It sets you apart in ways that others do not understand. And the closer you get to fulfilling your destiny, the more those who are familiar with you, your family, your closest relatives, will struggle to see the new version of you. They are stuck in the past version of you. They see you as the person you once were, the person you no longer are. And this is where the conflict arises. Familiarity, though it seems harmless, has a spiritual danger. It is easy for people to become comfortable with who you were, and when God begins to elevate you, they can't accept the change. Their perception of you becomes warped, distorted by their own limited understanding of who you are meant to be. They have seen you struggle, seen you in your weakest moments, and now as you rise, they cannot reconcile the new version of you with the person they once knew. It's not that they do not love you, chosen one, it's that they cannot see you. They cannot see the anointing on your life, the divine power that God has placed within you. They have become so used to the old you that they fail to recognize the light that is now radiating from within you. Their eyes are blinded by their own expectations, by their own comfort with the version of you they have always known. This is the danger of familiarity. It keeps people in the past. It makes them blind to the new things God is doing in your life. Your family may love you, but they are stuck in a version of you that no longer exists. They hold on to who you were, and in doing so, they fail to celebrate who you are becoming. They see your progress as a threat, not an elevation. They are threatened by the light that is now shining within you, and instead of supporting it, they resist it. They cannot accept the fact that you are growing, that you are being shaped into someone greater than the person they thought they knew. And this resistance is not just external, it seeps into their hearts. While they may offer you their smiles, deep down they struggle with jealousy, resentment, and insecurity. It's not that they wish you harm, but rather that your progress highlights their own stagnation. Your growth makes them uncomfortable because it forces them to confront their own failures, their own shortcomings. They cannot help but feel threatened by the change that God is working in your life. Chosen one, you must understand that this spiritual blindness is not personal. It's not about you being unworthy of their support or love. It's about the limitations they have placed on themselves. They cannot see beyond the familiar. They cannot see you as the chosen vessel God is molding you to be. And when God begins to work in your life, it exposes everything in the lives of those around you, especially those closest to you. As you rise, you will find that some of those you thought would support you, some of those you expected to cheer you on, will instead become silent. They may even grow distant. And this is the moment when you must recognize that this silence is not rejection, it is divine separation. Heaven is allowing these shifts in your relationships because you are walking into a new season. You cannot take everyone with you. You cannot carry the weight of their spiritual blindness into the next phase of your journey. You are being called to let go, chosen one. Not because your family doesn't love you, but because their love has become tainted by their own inability to accept who you are becoming. They cannot walk with you into the fullness of your destiny because they are not spiritually aligned with the path you are walking. And this is where the spiritual separation becomes necessary. You cannot continue to carry the weight of their limited vision. Their inability to see the divine calling on your life will hold you back. And God is calling you to let go so that He can elevate you. This does not mean that you stop loving them. It does not mean that you abandon them or cut them off completely. It simply means that you must create boundaries, spiritual boundaries. You must recognize that your divine calling requires a level of separation. Some of your family members will not understand this, and they will question your motives. But chosen one, this is a divine instruction. Heaven is calling you to preserve your peace, your purpose, and your spiritual strength. You have been chosen for a greater purpose, and the greater the calling, the greater the opposition you will face. Some of the people closest to you will struggle with your elevation because it exposes their own inadequacies. They will see your progress as a reminder of their own unfulfilled potential. They may not say it aloud, but their actions will show it. They may withdraw from you, they may dismiss your achievements, or they may even try to sabotage your growth, whether consciously or unconsciously. And this is why you must step back, chosen one. Not because you are abandoning them, but because you are protecting your calling. You are protecting the work that God is doing in your life. You cannot allow the familiar to hinder your destiny. You cannot allow the voices of those who are spiritually blind to block your path. God has separated you for a reason. He has chosen you to break generational patterns, to break cycles of stagnation, and to rise above the limitations that have been placed on your family. The closer you get to fulfilling your purpose, the more you will encounter resistance not from strangers, but from those who are closest to you. And when this resistance comes, chosen one, you must remain strong. You must remember that your elevation is not about them, it is about fulfilling the divine purpose that God has set before you. You are not called to make everyone comfortable. You are called to walk in truth, in light, and in obedience to God's will, even if it means stepping away from those who cannot see your light. As you move forward, chosen one, remember that this is not a punishment. This is not about you being abandoned or rejected. This is about God positioning you for the next level of your journey. He is separating you from those who cannot walk with you in the next season. And while this may be painful, it is necessary for your spiritual growth and your destiny. Trust in God's plan for your life. Trust that He sees what you cannot. Trust that He knows the motives of every heart and that He is guiding you into a future where your light will shine without resistance. And when you feel the weight of separation, know that it is not the end. It is the beginning of something greater. It is the beginning of a new chapter in your journey, one where you will walk in greater peace, purpose, and divine alignment. Chosen one, it is time to recognize the truth that is often hidden behind the mask of familiarity. Behind the friendly smiles and the kind words, there are deeper, darker forces at play. Forces you cannot see, but are now being revealed to you. God has allowed your spiritual discernment to sharpen, and now you are starting to feel the weight of what's happening behind your back. These unseen conversations are more than just idle gossip. They carry a spiritual weight that can influence your destiny. And God is showing you this to protect you from further harm. It is painful, chosen one, to realize that some of the people you have loved and trusted, some of those who have shared your table and your space, are not genuinely rooting for your success. Their words may be kind in front of you, but behind your back, they speak differently. And these hidden conversations are not just harmless chatter. They are full of negative energy that can seep into your spirit if you do not guard your heart. You have given of yourself, chosen one, in ways that only you can understand. You have loved fiercely, supported without reservation, and offered your energy freely. Yet for some, this has not been met with gratitude. Instead, it has been met with jealousy, envy, and hidden resentment. And though their words may be sweet to your face, their actions, their thoughts, and the conversations they have when you are not around reveal the truth. God has seen these things. Heaven knows what is being said about you, and it is time for you to see it too. Behind your back, these family members, these people you hold dear, have been speaking in ways that undermine your calling. They question your progress, they diminish your achievements, and they speak as if your blessings were undeserved. What they don't understand is that your success is not a threat to them. It is a reflection of God's favor upon your life. But because they cannot see this, They have resorted to talking in a way that seeks to discredit you, to make others doubt you, and to plant seeds of doubt in your own heart. God is revealing these hidden conversations not to make you feel betrayed, but to protect you. He is giving you the gift of discernment so that you can see the truth clearly. No longer will you walk through life blind to the spiritual dynamics at play around you. No longer will you allow yourself to be deceived by the sweet words and gestures that mask the true intentions of those around you. You are being called to awaken to what's happening behind the scenes, chosen one, and to take action accordingly. This is a crucial moment in your spiritual journey. God is showing you that your peace has been disturbed by these unseen forces. The energy that these individuals carry is affecting your life in ways that you may not have fully realized until now. Their hidden resentment and jealousy have been leaking into your atmosphere, and you have felt the tension. You've sensed the strange shifts in the energy when certain people walk into the room, but you didn't have the words for it. Now God is revealing the truth, and it is up to you to act upon what has been made known. You may feel anger, hurt, or confusion, but chosen one, do not let these emotions cloud your judgment. God is revealing these conversations to you not to make you feel small or unworthy, but to show you that there are some people in your life who do not have the right intentions for you. They are not aligned with the calling that you are walking in, and their negative energy can pull you down if you continue to give them access to your life. The weight of these unseen conversations is not just emotional, it is spiritual. Words carry energy, and the words that have been spoken behind your back carry a force that can pull you out of alignment with your divine purpose. They have been speaking doubt over your calling, fear over your destiny, and bitterness over your progress. And every time you give them space in your life, you are allowing their energy to interfere with what God is doing in you. But chosen one, this is not the end. This is just the beginning of your spiritual awakening. God is showing you these truths so that you can take back your peace. You do not need to carry the weight of these conversations in your heart. You do not need to absorb the negativity that others are trying to place on you. You are being called to stand firm, to protect your spirit, and to guard your energy with greater wisdom and discernment. Recognize that the people who speak against you in private are not just rejecting you, they are rejecting the light within you. They are rejecting the very calling that God has placed on your life. And while they may never say it to your face, their actions speak louder than their words. You may feel the sting of their betrayal, but do not let it take root in your heart. God is showing you these hidden actions so that you can release them. Forgive them and move forward without allowing their words to hold power over you. As you step into this new season, chosen one, know that these conversations, these hidden attacks, are a sign that you are on the right path. The enemy does not work through strangers when you are walking in your divine purpose. No, the enemy works through those closest to you, those who have the power to influence your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions. The closer someone is to you, the more access they have to your heart and mind. And this is why God is revealing these hidden actions now. He is giving you the clarity you need to move forward with greater wisdom and discernment. Your family may never fully understand your calling, chosen one, but that does not mean you should stop walking in it. You are not called to please them or to seek their approval. You are called to follow God's will for your life, no matter how uncomfortable it makes others feel. Your destiny is not dependent on their acceptance. It is dependent on your obedience to God's plan. And while it may hurt to see their true feelings revealed, remember that God is doing this for your protection. He is showing you who can walk with you into the future and who cannot. God knows that this separation is necessary for your spiritual growth. The spiritual warfare that has been waged against you through these hidden conversations is draining your energy, your peace, and your focus. But now that you see the truth, you have the power to make a change. You can choose to protect your spirit, to set boundaries, and to move forward in your purpose without carrying the weight of other people's negativity. Chosen one. God is calling you to walk in greater confidence, greater strength, and greater clarity than ever before. You are not alone in this journey. Heaven is with you, guiding you every step of the way. And as you let go of the negative energy that has been spoken about you, you will begin to feel lighter, freer, and more aligned with the divine calling on your life. You will no longer allow the unseen forces to hold you back. You will no longer allow their words to take root in your spirit. Trust that God is guiding you into a new season where your peace, your progress, and your purpose are protected. You are not walking this path alone, chosen one. Heaven is watching over you, and God is preparing you for the next level of your journey. The unseen conversations that have tried to hold you back are now being exposed, and you are free to move forward without the weight of their negativity. Chosen one, the time has come for you to truly understand the gravity of the situation you are in. It's one thing to offer help and support to those who appreciate and value it, but it's entirely different when you continue giving to people who are not only unappreciative, but actively reject the very spirit of your kindness. This is where the danger lies. You must see it clearly now, and God is calling you to stop. You've been walking in a cycle of giving, but now heaven is revealing the deep spiritual consequences of continuing to pour into people who do not honor your heart, your sacrifice, or your purpose. This is not a simple message about boundaries. This is a divine warning. The more you give to those who reject you, the more you drain yourself spiritually. It's as if you're pouring water into a well with no bottom. It's exhausting, chosen one. You feel it, don't you? You give and give, hoping for change, hoping that your kindness will plant seeds of growth, but instead, the harvest is barren. Every sacrifice you make for these individuals seems to bring you closer to burnout, closer to spiritual exhaustion, and further away from your calling. God has been watching this unfold for quite some time. Heaven has seen the hidden exchanges that you couldn't see, the way your love has been rejected and your energy misused. You may not have noticed the weight of your giving, but your spirit has been telling you. The unease, the strange sadness you've felt after helping is the warning bell from your soul. You have been too connected to people whose hearts are not aligned with yours, whose spirits are not in harmony with God's divine calling over your life. This is not about being selfish or not showing love, it's about spiritual preservation. God is revealing to you that every time you continue to give to people who reject your essence, your light, and your calling, you open doors to spiritual decay. You may not realize it in the moment, but with every act of giving, your peace, your purpose, and your divine energy are slowly being siphoned away. It's not just emotional exhaustion, it's a deep spiritual depletion. Your spirit knows it, and now God is calling you to protect it. The truth is, helping those who are unappreciative and reject the very essence of your spirit doesn't just weaken you, it begins to influence your spiritual standing. You see, chosen one, there is a spiritual exchange that happens whenever you extend yourself. Every time you give, you are offering a piece of your energy, your love, your resources, your time, and your presence. But if you give to someone who only takes and never reciprocates, you are allowing them to feed off you, draining the very life that God has gifted you with. You may be asking yourself, how can someone I love, someone I share my bloodline with, be draining me spiritually? The answer, chosen one, lies in the energy behind their actions and their heart. They may take your help, your love, and your support, but deep down they are rejecting the very spirit of what you are offering. Their intentions, whether they are conscious of it or not, are not aligned with God's will. They are not receiving your help as a blessing, but as a means to feed their own insecurities, bitterness, and unhealed wounds. They are not ready to grow, and therefore they are rejecting the very help that could bring them healing and growth. You see, chosen one, when you continue to give to someone who is rejecting you on a deeper level, you allow their unresolved issues to influence your life. Their energy becomes entangled with yours, and instead of your love bringing healing, it is only enabling them to remain stuck in a cycle of negativity. Their lack of growth becomes your stagnation. Their resistance becomes your frustration, and you feel the toll it takes on you spiritually, emotionally, and even physically. This is not just a matter of their resistance, it's the spiritual weight that is now connected to you because of your ongoing attempts to help them. God sees this, and He is calling you to stop. He knows the toll it has taken on your spirit. Heaven knows the burden you've carried, believing that your sacrifices would bear fruit, only to find that you are met with rejection and resistance instead. This is not what God intended for you. You are not meant to carry the weight of others' refusal to change. You are not meant to spend your life trying to help people who do not want to help themselves, no matter how much they claim to need you. God has seen this and is urging you to step back, to stop giving to those who do not honor your heart. Now this is where the divine instruction comes in, chosen one. God is not telling you to abandon your family or to cut off every person who has ever disappointed you. He is telling you to stop the cycle of giving to those who actively reject the light and energy you offer. There are people in your life who do not need your help. They need to learn to help themselves. They need to grow in their own way with God's guidance, just as you are growing. But as long as you continue to pour into them without boundaries, you will be preventing them from experiencing the transformation they need to go through. God is calling you to protect your spirit, to guard your peace, and to set healthy boundaries. The more you give to those who do not appreciate it, the more you empower them to stay in their unhealed state. You are not helping them by continuing to give. You are enabling them to stay in a cycle of spiritual laziness, emotional dysfunction, and stagnation. Your divine assignment is too precious to be wasted on those who refuse to walk in their own healing. It is not selfish to step back. It is not unloving to protect your energy. You are not abandoning anyone by setting these boundaries. You are simply allowing them to grow on their own terms, just as you are growing on yours. This is part of your divine journey. Chosen one. Part of your spiritual maturity is recognizing when to give and when to stop giving. You are not called to be everyone's savior. You are called to fulfill the divine calling that God has placed on your life, and sometimes that means stepping back and letting others walk their own path. This does not mean that you stop loving them. You can still love from a distance, chosen one. You can still pray for them, still wish the best for them, but you must stop giving your energy, your resources, and your time to those who are not aligned with your purpose. It is time to let go of the belief that you are responsible for their growth. You are only responsible for your own spiritual journey, and that journey requires you to move forward without dragging the weight of those who do not want to rise with you. God is calling you to stop helping those who reject you, not because you are cold or unloving, but because He is protecting you from spiritual sabotage. You are too precious to be drained by those who do not honor your calling. Heaven is urging you to step back and focus on your own path. When you do, you will begin to see the divine elevation that awaits you. You will begin to feel lighter, more focused, and more aligned with God's will for your life. The burden you have been carrying will begin to lift, and you will experience a fresh flow of energy, peace, and spiritual clarity. You will also see the people around you begin to shift. When you stop giving to those who reject you, you free them to make their own choices. You free them to face their own struggles, their own challenges, and to grow in their own time. They will either rise to meet the challenge or remain where they are. But that is not your responsibility, chosen one. Your responsibility is to walk in obedience to God's call for your life, and part of that obedience is knowing when to step back, when to let go, and when to protect your spirit from those who are draining you. Chosen one, this is your moment. God is telling you to stop giving to those who reject you so that you can step fully into your purpose. This is not a punishment, it is a blessing. By stepping back, you make room for the blessings God has in store for you. Your energy will no longer be drained. Your peace will no longer be disturbed. Your purpose will no longer be delayed. And as you let go of those who cannot walk with you, you will begin to walk in a new level of spiritual freedom, clarity, and alignment with God's divine will for your life. Chosen one. We must go deeper into a truth that many of us fail to fully understand: the power of spiritual warfare and the role that family connections can play in it. God has been revealing this to you for a reason. You may have felt the spiritual weight of certain relationships, particularly with family, but you have not fully grasped what is happening behind the scenes. Now God is showing you the truth. Some of the battles you are facing are not just personal. They are spiritual battles linked to the very people you love the most. Let this truth sink in. Chosen one, the enemy does not always work through strangers. No, the enemy works through those who are closest to you, those who have access to your heart, your mind, and your emotions. Family as God designed it is meant to be a source of support, comfort, and love. But when certain family members are not spiritually aligned with you, when their hearts are not tuned to the will of God, they become conduits for spiritual warfare. These are the relationships that can either build you up or tear you down, depending on whether they are aligned with God's plan for your life. When God begins to elevate you, chosen one, it's not just the world that will take notice. It's the spiritual realm as well. The enemy sees your progress, and he knows that you are a threat to the kingdom of darkness. This is when the subtle attacks begin. At first, they may not be overt or obvious. The enemy doesn't need to show himself directly. Instead, he works through the people closest to you, people who are supposed to support you, people who are supposed to stand by your side. But instead, their attitudes, their jealousy, their resentment, and their confusion create a spiritual barrier between you and your destiny. These attacks are not always outwardly visible. They are spiritual in nature. The enemy uses the emotional and psychological vulnerabilities within your family to wage war against your peace, your purpose, and your destiny. You may find yourself feeling drained after certain conversations, exhausted after spending time with specific relatives, or confused about why the atmosphere shifts whenever certain people walk into the room. These are all signs, chosen one, that you are under spiritual attack. And these attacks are coming from the very people you have been trying to help. God has seen these hidden forces at work. He has witnessed the subtle jealousy that stirs in their hearts when you succeed, the envy that rises when you rise higher, and the bitterness that seeps into their words when you share your blessings. These negative emotions are not just internal struggles, they are spiritual weapons being used against you. The enemy is trying to slow your progress, distract you from your purpose, and drain your energy so that you cannot walk fully into the destiny God has set before you. Chosen one, this is where the divine warning becomes clear. You cannot afford to remain connected to those who are contributing to this spiritual warfare. You cannot continue to pour into people who are unknowingly being used by the enemy to undermine your divine calling. Every time you engage in these toxic connections, you open doors for the enemy to attack your spirit. You allow negativity, doubt, and confusion to infiltrate your life, weakening your spiritual foundation. This is not just about protecting your peace, it's about protecting your very soul. God is revealing this to you because He loves you and wants to protect you. He is showing you the spiritual warfare that has been waged against you, not to make you fearful, but to give you the clarity and wisdom you need to walk away from relationships that are draining you. The time has come to recognize that not everyone in your life, even those who share your blood, is aligned with your divine purpose. Some family members may not even realize that they are being used in this way, but their energy and behavior are contributing to the spiritual attacks that are hindering your progress. It's not that these people are inherently bad, it's that they are not spiritually aligned with you. Their hearts are not tuned to the same frequency as yours. And when this happens, the enemy can use their confusion, insecurity, and jealousy to wage war against your destiny. You may not see it clearly, chosen one, but every time you try to help them, every time you try to pour into them, you are allowing their unresolved emotional issues to spill over into your spiritual journey. This is why God is urging you to separate. It is not out of anger or resentment. It is not because you are abandoning them or turning your back on them. It is because you are protecting your spirit. You are making space for God to elevate you, and the toxic connections you have been nurturing are keeping you stuck in a cycle of spiritual warfare. You must break free from these connections so that you can fully step into the purpose God has prepared for you. Understand this, chosen one, spiritual warfare does not always come in the form of direct attacks or confrontation. Often it is much more subtle. It is in the words that are spoken behind your back. It is in the jealousy that simmers beneath the surface. It is in the quiet sabotage of your progress, the small insidious actions that chip away at your confidence and your peace. These attacks may not be overt, but they are no less real. And they are preventing you from fully walking in the power and authority that God has given you. When God elevates you, chosen one, the enemy will try to find any way he can to stop you. And he knows that family is one of the most powerful influences in your life. This is why the attacks come through those closest to you. He knows that if he can cause confusion, division, and distraction in your family relationships, he can derail your purpose. But God is showing you these hidden forces so that you can take the necessary steps to protect your peace and your destiny. You are not called to fight these battles alone, chosen one. God is with you, and he is revealing these spiritual dynamics so that you can make the right decisions. You have the power to break free from these spiritual attacks. You have the authority to set boundaries and walk away from relationships that are hindering your growth. God is giving you the wisdom to discern what is happening behind the scenes. And now it is time to take action. Do not let the enemy use your family to keep you in a place of confusion and spiritual warfare. Recognize the truth that is being revealed to you today. Some of your family members are not aligned with your divine purpose. They may love you, but they cannot walk with you into the fullness of your calling. And that is okay. God is calling you to step into a new season, a season where you walk in greater spiritual clarity, strength, and focus. The time has come, chosen one, for you to separate yourself from the spiritual warfare that has been waged through these family connections. God is revealing these truths not to harm you, but to protect you. He is showing you the way forward, a way where you can rise above the confusion, the negativity, and the distractions. This is your time to step into your divine calling with the full confidence that comes from knowing you are walking in alignment with God's will for your life. Remember, chosen one, God has a purpose for you that cannot be delayed or deterred by the spiritual forces at work around you. He is elevating you, and nothing can stop what God has ordained, but you must walk with clarity, focus, and spiritual protection. This means stepping away from those who are unknowingly contributing to your spiritual warfare. It means recognizing that not everyone who shares your bloodline is meant to walk with you into your divine future. And it means trusting God to guide you into a season of peace, protection, and divine elevation. Chosen one, the time has come for you to understand the depths of what God is revealing about the relationships in your life. You have been giving your time, your resources, your energy, believing that your kindness would plant seeds of love, unity, and progress. But God is showing you a painful truth. Some of the people you have helped do not want you to succeed. They are benefiting from your support, but they do not truly want to see you rise. This may be difficult to hear, chosen one. After all, you have been offering your help with a pure heart, and it is painful to realize that those you've loved and sacrificed for may not truly have your best interests at heart. But understand this, your divine assignment is too important for you to ignore the truth. Some people in your life are secretly envious of your success, threatened by your elevation, and resistant to the light that God is shining through you. They may accept your help, but they do not want to see you succeed beyond a certain point. God is revealing this to you not to make you feel bitter or discouraged, but to protect you from a form of spiritual sabotage that often disguises itself as family love. You must realize that your progress, your success, and your elevation are not threats to the people who truly love you. Those who genuinely want to see you grow will celebrate your victories, will encourage your rise, and will support your journey. But those who benefit from your help without celebrating your success are not aligned with your divine path. They may smile at you, but in their hearts they are holding on to jealousy and insecurity, which ultimately sabotages your progress. These individuals may not even be aware of the spiritual forces at work within them. Their jealousy, resentment, and insecurity may be buried beneath layers of love and affection, but the truth is, they cannot fully celebrate your success because it reminds them of their own unfulfilled potential. They see you rising, and it makes them uncomfortable. They see you thriving, and it exposes the emptiness in their own hearts. So instead of celebrating, they sit back waiting for you to fall, hoping that your rise is temporary, that you won't surpass them. God has seen this chosen one, and He is warning you now, because this spiritual sabotage has a profound impact on your future. Every time you help these individuals, you are empowering them to stay in their state of spiritual blindness. They are not ready for the elevation that you are walking into. They cannot walk with you into the future that God has prepared for you. And as long as you continue to pour into them, you are unintentionally allowing their negativity and their spiritual stagnation to hold you back. But God is giving you the clarity you need to see through the deception. You are not responsible for their spiritual growth. You cannot carry people who refuse to change. You cannot heal people who are committed to staying stuck. And though it may feel like you are being a good person by continuing to help, you are actually enabling them to remain in their spiritual limitations. This is not about being selfish. It's about walking in divine wisdom and understanding that not everyone who asks for your help is meant to receive it. This is a painful truth, but it is essential for your growth. You cannot continue to feed into relationships where your giving is not reciprocated with genuine love and support. You are called to help, yes, but not to sacrifice your calling, your peace, or your spiritual strength for the benefit of those who will not celebrate your success. This is a time for discernment, chosen one. You must learn to distinguish between those who truly have your best interests at heart and those who are simply benefiting from your kindness without ever intending to help you rise. God is showing you the spiritual imbalance that has been created in these relationships. The more you give to those who secretly wish to see you fail, the more you drain your own spiritual resources. You give, but they take. You offer love, but they only want to take advantage of your generosity. And with every sacrifice you make for them, you lose a part of yourself. You lose your peace, you lose your energy, you lose your clarity, and all the while they remain stuck in their jealousy and insecurity, unable to rise because they refuse to acknowledge the light in you. The spiritual sabotage here is subtle, chosen one. It is not always obvious. They may never directly speak against you, but their actions, their attitudes, and the energy they bring into your life are filled with resistance to your growth. And the more you continue to give, the more you feed this resistance. Their energy will influence your path, clouding your judgment, distorting your peace, and causing you to question yourself and your purpose. But God is opening your eyes today. He is revealing the truth so that you can protect your peace and your spiritual strength. You have been helping out of love, and God sees that, but now He is calling you to stop, not because you are wrong, but because you are being called to preserve your energy for the right purpose. You cannot continue to carry people who are not meant to walk with you. You cannot continue to help those who are benefiting from your kindness without ever supporting your success. It's time to protect your light. This is where the divine separation comes in, chosen one. God is calling you to step away from relationships that drain you spiritually. He is calling you to guard your heart, your peace, and your purpose. And this separation is not rejection, it is protection. God is not asking you to be unkind. He is asking you to be wise. He is asking you to stop empowering those who are sabotaging your progress, whether intentionally or not. He is asking you to step into a new level of discernment, where you only pour into those who are aligned with your purpose. Chosen one, you are not being asked to abandon your family. You are being asked to set boundaries. You are being asked to recognize the truth of what's happening spiritually around you and to make choices that protect your destiny. You are called to walk with those who genuinely support you, who celebrate your success, and who are aligned with God's will for your life. You are called to walk with those who will lift you up, not pull you down. And as you step into this new season of discernment, you will begin to feel the spiritual clarity that comes with it. You will feel lighter, more at peace, and more aligned with your divine purpose. You will stop questioning your worth and your path. You will stop feeling drained after interactions with certain people. And you will begin to see the beauty of God's plan for you as you walk in greater wisdom and understanding. God is calling you to stop giving to those who do not want to see you succeed. This is your divine protection. It is not a punishment, it is a blessing. As you let go of these toxic relationships, God will bring people into your life who are meant to walk with you into your divine purpose. People who will encourage you, celebrate your victories, and walk alongside you in truth and love. Chosen one, the time has come to stop empowering those who do not support your success. God is calling you to step into a new season of spiritual discernment and protection. You have a divine calling that requires clarity, peace, and spiritual strength. And with every step you take in obedience to this divine instruction, you will find yourself walking in greater purpose, surrounded by those who will truly help you rise. Chosen one. It is time to understand a deeper level of spiritual awareness that you may not have fully recognized until now. There is a powerful truth that God is revealing to you today. Hidden resentment exists in places where you least expect it, and it is manifesting in the relationships that should, in theory, bring you the most peace. Some of those closest to you, particularly within your family, are carrying emotions that go far beyond what you might see on the surface. They may say they love you, and perhaps they do in their own way, but there is a hidden resentment festering beneath their words and actions. This resentment is not just emotional, it's spiritual. And it is something that must be addressed if you are to walk into the fullness of your divine calling. You may not always feel the sting of this resentment, immediately chosen one, but over time you have felt the subtle shifts in the atmosphere whenever certain family members are near. You've sensed the energy in the room shift, an unsettling tension that you couldn't quite put your finger on. You've experienced the strange emotional exhaustion after a conversation or an encounter that was meant to be uplifting. You've even noticed the inconsistency in their support for you. One moment they're smiling, seemingly supportive, and the next moment there's a sharpness in their tone or a coldness in their gaze that tells you something isn't right. This chosen one is the manifestation of hidden resentment, and it's time to recognize it for what it is. This is not something that you can ignore any longer. God has allowed you to see the truth clearly. And now that you understand what is happening, it is up to you to protect your peace and your purpose. Hidden resentment is a subtle form of spiritual warfare. It often disguises itself as a misunderstanding or a fleeting emotion, but beneath it lies a deep spiritual conflict. Those who harbor resentment against you may not even realize the full extent of it themselves. Their hearts may be clouded by jealousy, insecurity, or even old wounds that have not been healed. But the truth is, their unaddressed emotions are impacting you on a spiritual level, and if left unchecked, they will hinder your progress and your ability to walk in your divine purpose. Chosen one, you have given much to those around you, your love, your time, your energy. You have poured yourself into your family, hoping that your kindness would heal old wounds, mend broken relationships, and bring peace where there was strife. Yet the more you gave, the more you felt drained. The more you tried to love, the more you sensed the undercurrent of negativity that seemed to persist. This is the result of hidden resentment, and it is something that God is revealing to you now because He wants to protect you. He wants you to see that your kindness, your love, your light, is being absorbed by people whose hearts are not open to receiving it in the way you intend. You may have tried to rationalize their behavior, chosen one. You may have told yourself that they didn't mean to act this way, or that they were just having a bad day. But deep down, you've known that something more was going on. You've known that their words and actions were not aligning with the love they professed for you. Now God is unveiling the truth. Their resentment is not about you, but about what you represent. You represent change. You represent growth. You represent the light that exposes their own unresolved pain and spiritual stagnation. The energy that they carry is no longer in alignment with your divine calling, and that is why you feel this heaviness. You feel it because their energy is in conflict with the purpose that God has set before you. Your elevation, your progress, your transformation, all of these things challenge their comfort zones. They are uncomfortable with the fact that you are rising while they remain stuck. This hidden resentment manifests as jealousy, bitterness, and frustration, even if it is not overtly expressed. It eats away at their ability to celebrate your success because in some way, your success highlights what they have failed to do in their own life. This spiritual tension has been draining your energy, chosen one. Every time you interact with these individuals, you absorb their negativity, their unresolved emotions, and their bitterness, even if it is not expressed directly. You may think that you are just having a difficult conversation or that their behavior is just a result of stress or frustration, but what you are really experiencing is the spiritual weight of their unspoken resentment. And every time you allow this energy to linger in your life, you lose a piece of your spiritual peace, your emotional stability, and your divine clarity. God is showing you these hidden energies now because He loves you. He is revealing the truth so that you can step into a new season of spiritual discernment and freedom. You cannot continue to absorb this negativity, chosen one. You cannot continue to give to people who are carrying resentment in their hearts, even if it is hidden beneath a mask of love or indifference. You must recognize that the energy they bring into your life is not healthy for your spirit. And though it may feel painful to accept, you must create spiritual boundaries to protect yourself from the weight of their negativity. This does not mean that you abandon them. This does not mean that you stop loving them, but it does mean that you must create distance between yourself and their energy. You must stop allowing their hidden resentment to influence your spirit. You must stop pouring your love and energy into relationships that are draining you spiritually. God is not asking you to be selfish. He is asking you to be wise. He is asking you to protect your peace, your purpose, and your spiritual clarity. You are called to walk in light, and the energy of hidden resentment will only keep you in darkness. Now, chosen one, you may feel conflicted. You may feel guilty for creating boundaries with family members or for stepping back from relationships that you've tried so hard to nurture. But God is giving you permission to protect yourself. He is giving you permission to step away from relationships that are not serving your spiritual growth. He is showing you that there are times when love means stepping back even if it is painful. It is not rejection, it is divine protection. When you separate yourself from the hidden resentment that surrounds you, chosen one, you will feel the weight lift from your spirit. You will feel lighter, freer, and more aligned with your purpose. You will stop questioning your worth and your progress. You will stop feeling drained after every interaction. And as you step into this new season of spiritual discernment, you will begin to experience a greater flow of God's love and peace in your life. Your light will shine brighter because you will no longer be weighed down by the negativity that has been holding you back. God is calling you to step into your divine purpose with clarity, focus, and peace. You cannot allow the energy of hidden resentment to hold you back any longer. You cannot continue to allow these unspoken emotions to drain your spirit. It is time to let go, to step away, and to trust that God is guiding you into a new season where your spiritual energy is protected. Your purpose is clear and your peace is unshaken. Remember, chosen one, God is revealing these truths not to make you feel rejected, but to prepare you for the greater things that are coming. He is showing you the hidden forces that have been draining your energy so that you can walk into a future where your light is not dimmed by the negativity of others. Trust in the process and trust in God's protection. You are being called to rise higher, and as you step into your divine destiny, you will be surrounded by the people who truly align with your purpose and your calling.